Greetings, Sentinels fans. Most of the time we look at these cards, we're either looking at arts to identify which ones we are using, or reading the text to clarify what they do. Today, I think it's time we look at the last piece, the part for the people who like knowing the lore and characters, the flavor text. Let's highlight a few that I find pretty fun to read. Naturally, we should start with something pertaining to both the original core game and the most recent Inspiration content. On EE's Psychic Maelstrom and DE's Cerebral Hemorrhage, we have the chilling quote, "Imagine what it feels like for your brain to slowly die. It's like that, but faster." The fact that the quote was brought over to a dark side card is quite appropriate. The serial killer hiding in the body of a hero pulling out that line, probably while forcing you to experience the worst migraine of your life. Yeah, that's a pants-wetting experience there. But let's move to a more lighthearted moment. Luminary's obsession with the moon comes to the forefront when he's making plans against Oblivion. And obviously Tachyon is constantly shutting down his ideas. I still don't know why we're not putting the moon into it. It would have worked. And then, despite agreeing that they weren't going to throw a giant space rock at the cosmic entity, he does so anyway. That madman. He's actually done it. That's a piece of the moon. I mean, why bother saving creation itself if you aren't having fun while doing it? Let's consider another Dispiration quote. This time from the Ennead. Of all the Ennead, at least in the Enhanced Edition, I would find Tefnut to be probably the least memorable of the group. She had a fairly by-the-numbers design, and mechanically she wasn't a high-priority target in-game. She got a bit of a glow-up in Definitive Edition with her visual design, but she still seems low on the notability scale, as her colleagues seem more memorable in my eyes. However, Haka seems to have singled Tefnut out for attention on the Shield of Tefnut card. They put up an admirable fight, especially the cat-like one with the impressive shield. I would trade blows with her again. Wait. Is Haka a furry? Next up, an amusing quote from Expatriate, the member of Darkwatch who is probably least equipped to deal with the Fey Chords. Well, okay, maybe Darkwatch fixed her more, but it's Expat with the quote on Fire Salamanders. "Now we're talking! All this hoity-toity stuff was getting on my nerves, but I'll take a fire-breathing lizard man any day." Sometimes you feel absolutely done and you just want to punch a small dragon. I get it, man. There is another fun expat quote on another villain card. She and Ambuscade seem to have a rocky working relationship, even in situations where they aren't enemies. Still, this quote seems extreme. "I knew you'd betray me eventually, which is why I put a bomb in your car." Ah yes, premeditated murder as an anti-betrayal precaution, the most heroic of actions. Now for a quote that I have brought up before. Absolute Zero does have a moment of rejecting the call to action, with this wonderful quote on his EE Cryo Chamber card. "Better bored in here than dead out there." It's a quote that didn't make it over to Definitive Edition and makes me sad, as good memorable one-liners are not precisely in heavy supply in this game. There are good quips and fun lines, but not that many that are hugely memorable like that. Now if you want a good laugh, I found Void Guard Idealist deck to be a good place to find fun flavor texts. One of my favorites would be her Psychic Hedgehogs. "Look at them, bunch of little cuties. They just want to cuddle. With spikes! Spiky cuddles!" Let's visit Definitive Ambuscade again for our penultimate quote. We have him in Stealing the Spotlight showing off in front of Alpha, and he goes very French with this one. "Oh, it is I, the amazing Ambuscade. Did you know I do all my own stunts?" It is funny just how silly he is sometimes, all but announcing his job as an actor. I promise, he is serious at other times. And finally, a simple one, but a classic. In Bunker's deck, regardless of the version we are talking about, Turret Mode's flavor text gives us the melodious sound of machine gun fire. And I think that covers it for now. See you next time. Take care, friends. I still don't know why we are not pulling the moon into it. It would have worked. What the hell even is that accent?